Hey everybody, it's me, Smile McGee, and this video is all about the appointment I have been terrified for. So if you're wondering what happened at my breast surgeon appointment, my cancer follow-up, and then all the craziness that came after, this is the video you've been looking for. Another appointment day, and today is the day I have been terrified for. Today is my appointment with the breast cancer specialist to discuss the tumors, and then I learned that after that appointment I have my DFSP follow-up MRI, and then the thing I actually learned was new is that I get my first mammogram today. I guess the surgeon wants new views, but mammograms kind of terrify me because all I know about them is what I watched on YouTube with my sister before she got her first one, and ouch! Let's just say those videos made me even a lesser fan of pancakes, if you catch my drift. Oh. Yesterday was the terrifying appointment day, and as you can tell from that little clip, I was nervous. Like, so dang nervous. Like, way more nervous than I've been for medical appointments lately. But I went in for the appointment with the breast surgeon, and I was flying solo for this appointment, but it was an amazing appointment. The surgeon is one of the sweetest people I have ever met. Like, literally. And this surgeon took the time to explain everything to me. Like, she was honest about what she did know, honest about what she didn't know. And so basically, compared to I've had now 3, but at that point 2 breast ultrasounds, and they noticed through the last ultrasound and the bilateral breast MRI that there were some glandular changes, which can be a sign of cancer. So they just want to be careful. So to play it safe, she spoke with the radiologist and everything and scheduled for me to have another ultrasound, an MRI, and another biopsy, all on the same day. I was really grateful that she's being really thorough and that we were able to get it on the same day because I live like 3 hours away from the cancer center. But oh my gosh, oh my gosh, having it all on that same day was exhausting. So I got done with the appointment with the breast cancer specialist, zoomed downstairs, went to my DFSP follow-up MRI to see if my cancer that was on the right side of my ribcage, right there, had returned to its original spot. I went and got the MRI done, and gratefully you can listen to music at that place to get your MRI. I listened to the Greatest Showman soundtrack, and MRIs should come with the Greatest Showman soundtrack. The beeps and the beat matched up perfectly. It'd be like, ladies and gents, this is the moment you waited for. Beep, 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 beep. Wow! I was thoroughly entertained. So after that MRI, me and my dad hopped in the car, zoomed an hour up north to the main cancer center so I could get my mammogram. And again, was not looking forward to that at all. I was hiding kindness rocks throughout the day, trying to calm my nerves. And then I get in for the mammogram. There's the radiologist who comes in first. She's this really sweet girl with the cutest accent. I don't know where she was from, but I loved her accent. It was like a southern accent. And she was explaining to me that the tumor on the right side has gotten bigger and really just didn't, on the biopsy report, it didn't match what the tumor looked like, so that's a tumor that they're really concerned about. And then on the left side, there were 3 new tumors that weren't even in the first ultrasound, and then surprise, showed up in my MRI and second ultrasound. So she was doing it and I was having a hard time finding like the last tumor. So she said she was gonna go get her attending. And just to my luck, the attending walks in and he is gorgeous. Like, he looks like Eugene from the Try Guys, but with like prettier eyes and even better hair, if you can believe that. And all I could think was, oh my freaking heck. This is not a time in my life where I want to be wearing like an awkward Jedi gown and, well, basically topless, laying on a table. This is super awkward, but he is super attractive. So he found the last tumor and then was discussing my previous scans, the results from that current ultrasound with the radiologist right there. And then at first she was thinking I didn't need the mammogram, which I was very excited about, but then he was like, I want to do the mammogram. Like, we're definitely going to do a biopsy on the right side, but I want to see more of what's going on with the left, and we can only do that with a mammogram. And all I was thinking was, crap, no, I don't want a mammogram. Like, I have this irrational fear that, I don't know, my boobs are just gonna like pop, because, oh, they looked just so painful. So that sweet girl radiologist, she knew I was terrified of mammograms, and she was talking to me. She's like, it's fine, your boobs are not going to pop. It's not that bad. There's like a little pinch, and it's not that bad. That sounded a little better after talking to her, but I was still nervous, so I got redone up in my crazy Jedi gown, and they walked me over to the mammogram, and literally, like, I walk in, and I'm, like, staying, like, 5 feet back from the machine, and I'm just, like, staring it down, like, you know how, like, dogs kind of, like, size up their competition before a fight, just kind of looking up and down, like, now, what am I against here? That's exactly how I felt with the mammogram. And the tech's just kind of looking at me laughing, and I'm like, that mammogram machine is very intimidating looking. She's like, oh, here, it's gonna be fine, no worries. And she did the mammogram, and gratefully, it was way better than I thought it would be. Like, it's a little uncomfortable at first, because, well, it does kind of make a pancake. But no popping happened. And it was pretty quick, easy process. And then right after the mammogram, I got out of the crazy Jedi gown, back into my normal clothes, and zoomed down to the next floor for my sarcoma follow-up. And yeah, it was a good follow-up. Like, my scans weren't back yet, so I don't know if I've had a reoccurrence. We're guessing not, because there's not a little bump by my scar. And I learned with DFSP, reoccurrences, there's usually always a new tumor by the scar. And there's not, so collective sigh of relief right there. They are excited that I'm going to see a GI at the main research hospital, which a lot of my care is being transferred to. And they want me to see an internist, which is actually my doctor's, like, my sarcoma specialist, personal doctor. And he says he's really, really thorough, will most likely not tell me to have a nice life when he can't figure stuff out, but I'll at least try to figure stuff out. So I guess it's worth a shot. I don't even think that kind of happened during that sarcoma appointment. So, crazy enough, DFSP is known as unicorn cancer. It is a very, very, very rare form of soft tissue sarcoma. And crazy enough, my half-sister had the exact same kind of cancer, but I had it on my flank, she had it on her face, and my dad was saying this to the sarcoma specialist, and I just busted up laughing. I'm like, Dad, it's called unicorn cancer. You're a father of unicorns. My sarcoma specialist thought that was pretty funny. I don't know if my dad thought it was funny, but I thought it was funny. And I gotta admit, I found myself cracking a lot of jokes during that appointment and trying to, like, I don't know, downplay symptoms and stuff I've been experiencing, but My health just sometimes the elephant in the room, and it's not fun to talk about. It's not fun talking about how you feel like crap. So sometimes you just want to crack a joke so you're not like the bummer of the party, you know? After that sarcoma follow-up, I was whisked back upstairs to the breast care clinic, and it was biopsy time. I got re-put in my Jedi gown. I don't know why, but literally in that gown, I felt like some sort of breast cancer Jedi. I don't know if that's how it was shaped, but I just look in the mirror and be like, the Force is strong with this one. I'll admit I'm a bit of a Star Wars nerd, like guilty pleasure. So I got all re-gowned up. They got me in an ultrasound room, and they decided that after the mammogram, it showed that the tumors on this side have nice round margins and look pretty benign. Cancer, the margins are pretty crazy, and benign tumors are usually nice round shape. So I was happy to hear that this side looks okay, but this side, on the other hand, right ain't alright. The tumor is just not the clearest margins, and again, it doesn't really match up with the biopsy results said, and it's growing. So they did a biopsy on that side, and wasn't looking forward to the biopsy either. So basically, they get you know, undressed, get you all sterilized right here, and then they inject a needle about like this big with lidocaine straight into that area. And I was so grateful for good nurses during that. So both the radiologists were really, really sweet, but they were really, really like thorough. And they didn't talk much because they were both kind of like communicating with each other and trying to decide what was best. And there was the cutest, like two of the cutest nurses in the whole world in there. And they were just talking with me the whole time. And they were talking with me while she was injecting a needle this big. Oh, I don't know if it's that big, but it seemed like that big, into a very sensitive area. And you could literally see on the ultrasound the needle go completely through the tissue and through the tumor. They were just talking with me through it, and I kind of just paused when the needle was going in because I was having so much fun talking to him. I didn't realize that she was going to put the needle in. Like, sweetie, it's okay, deep breaths. And they just made all the difference because it's a nerve-wracking and awkward situation. You're sitting there topless, they're like stabbing you, and they're seeing if you have something that could potentially kill you. The fact that I was in an awkward, scary situation and I had the world's hottest radiologist. Literally, why can't I ever meet someone cute in the medical field when it's not awkward? Like, I got a hot radiologist and I was basically topless, and I got this really, really, really cute male nurse one time, right before a colonoscopy. I guess they got to know me from the inside out, like, literally. So they got the biopsy all done. It's a sore experience. I'm still pretty sore today. I'm very grateful for ice packs today. And they said that I should get the results possibly by Wednesday, but with Thanksgiving, I could have to wait till next Monday for the results. The nurse said that she will call me personally as soon as she gets the results. And then I was able to get out of my gown and finally head home. I started my day at 5:30 that morning, and I didn't make it home till about 9 that night. So, we're approaching the end of my vlog, and as you can see, it's been a week. There's been good moments, a lot of exhausting moments, a lot of tests, some sprinkles of hope, and a lot of great people. I'm going to try to do more vlogs and to share more of my story because I want people out there who are undiagnosed, who have rare diseases, who are facing unicorn cancers, or just struggles in their life to know that they are not alone. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting me. Please like and subscribe, and stay strong and always smile on.